Water, sorry.
Yeah.
Water and sanitation.
Yeah, water and sanitation, as you are aware, Chair. We were snatched irrigation somehow along the way. I want to welcome back the team led by CC, the director and the rest. I'm also seeing now that we have the director, Kirandich, so that we can take up the matter where we left in the morning or the afternoon going forward. So maybe, Chair, you can take us through what we should do, because from where I sit, I can also see that the chief officer is not with them, so that exactly we know what happened. Maybe she's admitted or something. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, very well. I think I'll proceed straight away. I am seeing an intervention from Sharon Kateri. Any matter? Okay. So I'll proceed right away to give to the CC, maybe to begin from where we left.
Thank you very much, Chair, and the honorable members. We left for lunch when I had instructions to access or get in touch with the chief officer and producer in this honorable house this afternoon. Chair, I want to report as follows, that in the morning I managed to access the chief officer on her line, and that time she was seeking medication, and I informed her that she should furnish me with the documentation of the doctor's report and any related medical documents for submission to the assembly. Thereafter, when we adjourned, I have tried to get in touch with the chief officer in vain. I have not gotten her until this point in time when we have resumed this afternoon. So I do not know what is her condition or where she is. Thank you.
Yeah, but we had also requested the other officer, who is the managing director of Grandich. So it's good to mention on record where
Chair, I am glad that we've successfully gotten the MD for Grandich, who can introduce himself if it is in order.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker and the Honorable House, my name is Richard Ruto, Managing Director, Grandich Water Company. I think I was informed about the proceedings of the House, and I sent my technical manager to represent me at that time. And the reason was the prior knowledge of that project, having been here ahead of me at the company about 1 year ago. So I think I'll pick it from there.
Okay, very well. So, members, you have an intervention. Okay, let me just lay the basis. Members, we are here now. The CC has not been able to get in touch with the chief officer. He is not briefed on a medical condition now, the way it is. Probably it has worsened, and she is inaccessible. And of course, as a result, also documentation could not be available. But luckily, he has worked hard, and I think it's good to applaud him. He has managed to produce the director of Kirdam Water Company, which is Grandich Water Company, which is 50% the responsibility we gave him in the morning. So, what are your views? How do we proceed from here? Seat number 21.
Asante sana Bwana Spika. Kwa maoni yangu, ningeona ya kwamba hatuwezi endelea mpaka sio watakuwa hapa ndio tuelewe nini, kwa sababu sisi tunataka kujua hivi vitu zote ambaye watu wanataka. Bila sio hatuwezi enda kwa chairman ya Grandich, kwa sababu lazima sio akuwa hapa ndio tuelewe kwanza. Hiyo ni maoni yangu.
Honorable Sam Limo Laurien.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think as you have said, the CC has tried. He has managed to whip Ruto with the director Kirandich, or Kirandich water company to be here. But nonetheless, Mr. Speaker, the backbone of any department in this county is basically on a CEO. Those are the accounting officers. The CEOs are the accounting officers. They are everything in a department. The CEC is just a ceremonial to a department. And more of also the technical part is handled by the directors. Technical part. But on issue of accountability, it lies squarely on the CEO. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I don't see any reason that we are going to proceed. For heaven's sake, Mr. Speaker, if we try to ask now, CEC, he is not privy on many of these issues. I don't want to belabor him. We don't want to belabor the CEC. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, to Mr. Chair, on my own opinion, this proceeding will not move without the CEO. And Mr. Speaker, even if today I fall sick, if my boss calls me, if the Speaker or yourself, you call me, even if I'm in an ICU bed, I'll ask my wife or my guardian at that point to speak to the Speaker or Deputy Speaker. They may be having a message of good hope or quick recovery in that case. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, failing to pick a call from CEC shows this House this deliberate effort by the CEO to miss this function. And Mr. Speaker, there are some other engagements prior in this House, 2023, 2024, when the Department of Health was summoned to this House. And the CEC, Sirma, came with the CEO, Evans Ruto. And the CEO, Bore, missed to appear. Is it by default or design? Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I think something is not right with the department. I just pity or I sympathize with the team who are committed to serving Baringo. And that's the team led by the CC and the director and the rest. But the proceeding will not move an inch. And Mr. Speaker, if need be, I think this House is mandated to make any resolution. And one of the resolution is to impeach or censure. If the CEO seems to be under protection of some powerful forces, then we must touch that powerful force so that this county may move forward. The people of Toyogo may not enjoy water because the CEO is not swift to such a meeting. The people of other wards, the same. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, in my opinion, and I want to request members, we start focusing on how now to reprimand. So this may call for reprimanding from this House. And you know, Mr. Speaker, what it means if this House reprimands anyone. Thank you.
Very well. Number 19. Which number 19? I think there's a problem with number 19. So let's go to Honorable Lekakimon Weasley Lemweli. Mr. Speaker, you want to confirm all my names? You see, when you call even my mother name, there is a price for it because you are younger than me, Mr. Speaker. So we shall talk that one later. Mr. Speaker, this is a department that we have served with the invitation to this house. And we have given them 1 week to prepare to come and answer some of the issues that were raised in this house. Mr. Speaker, it is unfortunate that all the summons that we are giving water department, the CEO is always absent. This is the second scenario that I'm hearing of her being sick, having been in Kisanana on Sunday for a rally, searching for votes to be voted in as a women representative in this county. Mr. Speaker, this is a serious matter. When you look at the CIDP of this county, the first item to be addressed is about water, because there is problems in many areas on water. Especially, Mr. Speaker, areas that has huge money, Mr. Speaker. People are not seeing the benefits of those huge money that were allocated to a section. Now, what raised us to call them is about this Kranich water projects that was serving the 3 wards, and a lot of money has been used, and we have not benefited anything. Mr. Speaker, when I look at the report today, there is nowhere that even touches my ward. It is only touching Kiserian, Mugutani, and Loboi somewhere on the water line. So, Mr. Speaker, what I wanted to say, we have another step to take. For benefit of doubt, Mr. Speaker, I just want you to give them the final chance. The final chance, if this CEO was sick, genuinely sick, let us give her time that she has to come here and explain some of the things that we require in this house. When she fails, Mr. Speaker, that is when we shall decide otherwise in this house. Very well. So, Mr. Speaker, there is nothing we can deliberate at the moment. Just rule and give them another final chance. They are all here. We are happy. The CC, we have no problem. You have been lands. You have been transferred the other day to water. And now you are facing issues with the other members that are here. Mr. Speaker, this is a department that even this house was almost to withdraw anything in that department because they are not seeing future of their projects being implemented because of the arrogance. And some chief officers take themselves that they are above the law in this county. Mr. Speaker, it is very sad that we are being punched left, right, at the ground level by the citizens because of water. And in fact, Mr. Speaker, when you have money and there is water, and you are not accessing to that water, that is something that is very bitter with the public. So, Mr. Speaker, we can see how the department works. We can see that there is no cooperation in this department. We can see, Mr. Speaker, we can sense something, because if the CEO can decide to put on standstill all the activities in the department, then we can see even other junior officers what they are facing and what they are going through. Mr. Speaker, this is a house that has powers to take action in whichever way. So I just request that we give them another final chance to remove that doubt of benefit, whether if she was sorry, we wish her quick recovery.
But what we want some of these queries to be addressed. We are not chanting. We want things to move. Because even the public want to hear from us, and we want to get from them how we tell the public and how the public will benefit on this activity. So I request that before we take stern action as assembly, let us give them another final chance to appear before this assembly.
Very well.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Members, in the interest of time, and seriously, because we are simply still on procedural matters, let's not reopen the substantive issues that we are coming to canvass at the right time. I just want your direction on what happens under this circumstance. What I seem to be getting is we may not proceed. That is number one. Number two, I seem to be getting that we actually give them one final chance, the benefit of doubt. So let's limit ourselves to that so that we make a decision. Because clearly, it's just a question of a procedural matter, then we make a decision. Honorable Sharon Keter Jerotich.
Thank you so much, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. And I want to narrow my issues to how you've directed. Mr. Speaker, we cannot proceed. Why can't we proceed? Like I said earlier, a director is a director with his distinct roles. A chief officer is a chief officer with a job description properly provided under the law. The CEC, same. And at this point in time, Mr. Speaker, what we are asking ourselves mostly, and the questions before this House, squarely fall under the ambit of the chief officer, Bore. And I will quote the law. The law provides that a chief officer role is, number one, is an accounting officer of the department. Number two, is the one, he or she is the one who implements budgets. Number two, audit compliance. Number four, and I want to rest there, is the day-to-day running of our department. At this point in time, we want to ask ourselves, are we going to proceed? My answer is no, because that will be an exercise in futility. We will not be able to get answers to what we are asking. And finally, Honorable Speaker, the law provides, and we have the mandate under Article 185 of the Constitution to call and summon officers so that we can find out, and when we are doing our normal routine of oversight. When you are called into this House, know that you are being called by the people of Baringo. When you snub us, and when you fail to come, then you're snubbing the entire Baringo County. And at this point in time, and you know, Honorable Speaker, the standing order provides that when you're called and you're not feeling well, you have to give evidence. And we want to ask ourselves, is there any medical report that has been provided in this House? The answer is no. And this same officer, last year, when we called her together, when she was sitting in the Department of Health, she was called and she did not come once again. I don't know what is so special about her. Honorable Speaker, this should be the last chance. And you know why this thing is very serious, Honorable Speaker? When we were doing HADOC committee, you remember the rig casual workers we were talking about? Those who have lost their hands, those who are working with no protective gears, they were fired. And they were fired, and the same chief officer is responsible on this, to this issue. She needed to be here so that she can answer these questions. How will we ask the CEC? The CEC will just move there the other day. She has not even finished 1 month. Honorable Speaker, we cannot move on.
Very well.
I pray that, Honorable Speaker, so that we don't sound like we are very inhuman, my suggestion is that she had asked for the 5 days bed. She had hinted from what we were told, which is hearsay. We don't know if she said that because there's no evidence. Let us give her the 5 days, but provided that she provides a sick off to us by the end of today, so that she can have the 5 days and then we come back on Tuesday and she needs to be here so that we can interrogate this issue and find a final answer to the questions before us. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. I think finally we will have Honorable. I see two more. Sharon, please switch off your microphone. So we have Honorable Lemlem, but I think we should have Tarus first, Ernest, in terms of precedence. So we'll have Honorable Tarus and then Lemlem.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
I really understand the situation and what the members feel. Mr. Speaker, it is clear that the excuse of sickness was just a story, because if there was any seriousness, Mr. Speaker, a person of the CEO gets sick, it should concern the county. So you don't just, it is difficult not to have even an aide coming to give us a report. Mr. Speaker, remember CEOs don't just move around without even county vehicles, they have all these people. So there is a way they should communicate to us, Mr. Speaker. There is no way I will believe the CEC when he says he cannot reach out to the CEO. Mr. Speaker, then these are stories we can only entertain if we come from far-flung areas, those areas of Mandera and those funny places. Mr. Speaker, but here, even if given a responsibility to locate where she is, I can produce her, Mr. Speaker, myself, as soon as possible. So I don't take that excuse, but we have been called to wear the human heart and be good people. Listening to the, sickness is something, whenever you say I'm sick, it is not possible to measure. And so, myself, my great concern, Mr. Speaker, there's a time I said we need to be told, and I think that is what Mr. Speaker should, I don't know if you have the power to make the ruling, that we are facing challenges with individuals, especially CEOs, who are now campaigning for re-election. Mr. Speaker, she has just read the functions of a CEO. It's a day-to-day engagement. And now, if these people, like now, she was campaigning in Mochongoy on Sunday, she might have gotten sick because of the climate of Mochongoy, Ksanana, and all this. So because of the vagaries of weather and the exhaustion, Mr. Speaker, now that campaign activity is affecting our day-to-day activities, Mr. Speaker. So that is something that we need to consider going forward, because a good number of them, I don't know why this government is sponsoring so many people to go for politics, Mr. Speaker. I don't know why it's happening this way.
You are the whip of the majority party, and the majority leader is. Is it true that the government is sponsoring people to run?
Mr. Speaker, they seem to have there's an arrangement. I don't know now.
And remember, you are representing the government here.
That's what my concern, Mr. Speaker, because if at all, given the numbers that are campaigning now, it seems there is a leeway. So we need to interrogate him, Mr. Speaker. I'm also concerned as the government party. Mr. Speaker, the other issue that is of great concern, we had the ad hoc report, Mr. Speaker, and I want to agree with my colleagues that the same CEOs who are busy campaigning have been able to do away with casuals that they found in their respective departments, so that they create carrots to dangle on the campaign trail, Mr. Speaker. So we have, in my ward myself, I have casualties who have now been stopped. And now the CEO moves around saying, well, Kuja, I can give you a job. Now, we cannot now continue because, Mr. Speaker, we will be dealing with our agency, Mr. Speaker, because these are workers working for the same CEO, and I don't think we will get anything beyond them, Mr. Speaker. So mine is, I want us to generate out pursuit. These are very cunning personality. From what now we've experienced since morning, Mr. Speaker, we can depict a picture of who she is. She has, the answer we have given, what we have been told now has even defeated me because,
very well. I think you
Mr. Speaker, I was waiting for some documents which would have been doctored, but now they have given a higher level of deception. He to Marusha Forest, Mr. Speaker. Now we have to find our way again back to where we, because Mr. Speaker, when they say they cannot find her, they cannot locate her, so it is like we are nowhere. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask with humility that the officers and we, the members here, should know we are serving the people of Baringo. And how we behave now, we will be judged against this behavior. I want all of us to be truthful. They say one rotten potato in a sack itaosesha hizo zingine zote. I want to ask the department if this individual is the rotten potato, can we remove her with dignity? So, Mr. Speaker, mine, as we wait for her to recover, I think we should institute the process of just weeding her out of this process. So, Mr. Speaker, it is long overdue. And this thing, Mr. Speaker, will, every now and then, even when the police arrest someone who has committed a crime, we know there are so many who have committed the same crime, but we use one to scare the rest and ensure that the journey can move forward. So I think this one is right, Mr. Speaker. And these members, I don't know where your appetite went to. Because, Mr. Speaker, this one is too right. It is a low-hanging fruit. We just need to work on it, and then, Mr. Speaker, we are good to go. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I wanted to caution you, and I have previously advised, I know you are my colleague in the ranking, as a ranking member, but you don't need to be disclosing your arsenal all the time. We are just agreeing on procedural matters, and even requests of second chance have been given. Why do you want to talk loud when the right time will come? So, members, let's now proceed to Honorable Jacob Cheboywa. And then I want us to limit, because we are really rotating around a matter that is almost straightforward.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sorry, I had gone outside to attend some other issues. I've come back. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, it is well known now that these people are working in different directions. Mr. Speaker, I sympathize with the CC, because earlier in the morning I realized there is some team, there is what we used to call mafia house, that is mafia house in some other ends. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to know really how do these Department of Water operate. If actually a CC can call someone from the morning up to now, and he cannot reply, I cannot answer his calls, it is wonderful. Mr. Speaker, it is good we have a former CEO here with us. And he would advise this team, because during his time, I think the assembly worked harmoniously. There were no problem in the Department of Water. And I think when a CC can get some information and assistance from the former CEO, and I think the same director was there. You can as well collude together and work together. And I'm saying the governor does not lack enough other personnel from Baringo County that can serve in that capacity. If this CEO is not able to work with the people. Mr. Speaker, let me give you, before I give my last direction, we have been working to that office severally. And we know that office has been relocated somewhere. We are still finding out where does that office of water is relocated. When we go there, you can find some people walking out, can find CC sitting alone there. When you ask about the rest of the people, you might not find around. So, Mr. Chairman, we need His Excellency the Governor to tell us where does these offices located, so that honorable members who are elected and serving and assisting and working on behalf of some people from the other wards or the county should know where to get them, because it's very difficult to get. And I thought it is me alone, and I'm now very happy because I have known even the CC for that department has been given high tasks to look for her. And I'm wondering, why did we transfer this man from the Department of Lands? And he was working very well. He should go back to his department, and we work with this department without him, because we might sacrifice somebody who is only because of some other people, characters. I want to ask you, honorable members, that if somebody does not want to work together with the elected members, either nominated or elected by the people, then why should we be here? Why should we be in this county? Because we need to work harmoniously. We need to assist each other. We need to work together the way we are used to be working. We have been losing a lot of projects, but after talking together with the department, we have been finding ways of recovering some projects. But now, this is an instance whereby one person, very strong person, who is stronger than the governor, is now intimidating even the county assembly. So we should let stand action. And I am requesting that these people are harmless and these people are powerless. We should see how to handle them so that we get the real animal. Thank you.
Yeah, but Cheboiwa, there are parliamentary terms which are acceptable and parliamentary terms which are not acceptable. I don't think it's right to really term a team led by CC as amateurs. Kindly withdraw that part. Yeah. Did I hear it correctly? What did you say exactly? My reading of what you said is that these people are amateurs. Okay. Let me get what is.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, I say these honorable members from the executive, the Department of Water, are harmless.
Okay. I think that's a better
because we can be fighting people who have no reason to be fought here.
Okay. Unless
actually you are defending because them. I have in the morning Mr. CC saying that this man, somebody has been working with that lady, and maybe there must be some reason why the CC reversed that the director has been working very closely and why not the real CC of that department.
Okay.
The CC should be free every morning about what is happening in the department.
Okay, it's all right.
Have the information the fingertips. Thank you.
Okay, it's all right. I think you've saved yourself. My ears were betraying, but I think you are safe. So back to, so that was SIP 20. SIP 27 is okay, sorry. Okay, and then we finalize with Lem.
Thank you, Chair. You realize we called this meeting once more, and we have now the director for Kirandich is with us now, meaning that is the one who can listen when called upon. Since now we are told it's a hearsay that the CEO is sick, and we know if it was actual the person who is sick, we could be having documentation here. Chair, I don't want us to take it kindly, because the calls yesterday the CEC received, it shall have been accompanied today in the morning with actually permission, seeking permission. So he should have given the person today in the morning permission to be off duty. But he has not been given permission to be off duty. Meaning that if she was admitted, the first thing in the morning could have been done was seeking permission to be away. So the CC never told us that he gave her permission to be off duty. So to me, this is just it's still a rumor that she's sick. But if it is true that she's sick, the way the members are saying, let us give one more chance. Chair, are you aware of the calendar of this house? That the calendar of this house, by next week, where shall we be? Is the CEO aware, privy of the calendar, that knows that after asking us to be given 5 days, she knows that it will be in June again? Chair, to me, I would propose we only need the CEO tomorrow, not next week. Unless we have clear evidence by tomorrow, before recess. We want to do away with this business. We don't have laxity of time that every time we come and waste time here. Even some of us, we came here this morning, we strayed a lot because we wanted this matter to be heard. If we are straining, why not the person who is being paid by taxpayers' money is not straining to come and answer a few questions? We are not telling her to come and do a lot of work, a strenuous activity here. It's not just sitting and answering a few questions and goes back. We should have seen an ambulance here if it was a serious issue. That now can you confirm? But if the CC is not able to trace her up to now, I support the majority whip, that you need to whip us to do our mandate. Actually, this is the hanging fruit. It is right, members, as the chair was advising, that let's not declare some, let's not talk about some other things. But sometimes the arsenal must be said that it is existing. Sometimes some cards need to be on the table immediately. The card should be, this person need to be out of this department. Thank you.
Very well. Finally, we are going to have Kuria. You've delayed. Kindly switch it off. You had all the time, but I had said the final person will be Honorable Emblem. Let majority leader decide whether he wants to donate to you a fraction of his time. So majority leader. I know.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think we belabored on this story for long. Actually, Honorable Speaker, the issue should be what happens when someone dishonors a county assembly summons. And it goes right mentioning a county assembly is in charge of the governor, the CEC, and all the state officers under the County Government Act. And it is very clear, Honorable Speaker, when they dishonor a summon, we have the powers similar to that of an high court to do all that are within the standing orders as provided by County Assembly's Powers and Privilege Act. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to request that because the department is not fully constituted, proceed. We leave this thing pending. We will communicate the next course of action. Honorable Speaker. And I want to request my colleagues that let's not be malicious because it's a house of honor and there's nothing bad has done. We have just requested them to come and clarify one or two issues that the people need. I've worked very well with the CEC Lambs. Is a very good friend. We have worked with the director. The former CEO was a wonderful gentleman when he served under Giptis. And all these other gentle people, Nico and the acting technical manager. So they have honored their part. So I'm on the government side that all is not well. We are entering into a turbulent season, and it's not fair for us to be in that turbulent season when we are nearing election period. Casualties are likely to be
to be received. So can everyone tighten their safety belts and everybody stand on their part and deliver what the Wanjiku and the Chemuge and Chebet of Baringo asked us to do. I will not relent if the threats that the chief whip has issued, if it is true, those threats are real, and the arsenals that this guy is saying, the honorable member for Mukutani is saying, we will not have a choice. The only thing is that we will do a fair administration of justice. What is this that is so difficult for the department to say in camera? Is there something that the department has done that they don't want to be seen in?
On my desk, so that we only remain with the issues that is currently happening, and one issue which is heavy, which came from Mheshimiwa Cheboiwa of Kisanana Ward. Because this one, we have the person who can assist us here. The director was there. The engineer, the new engineer at Kirandich has experience. Maybe he wasn't there. But they could have really assisted us. At least we remove one of this problem on our desk. So that is my request, and I want to tell you that I agree with all that you have said, but this is the panel that could have assisted us do this for All Arable project.
Very well. Bwana Sisi.
Thank you very much, Chair and the honorable members. I want to restate my contribution in the morning that we commit to providing all the information that is at our disposal in the accurate manner it is in, to ensure that we coordinate activities of the department together with you as oversight for the betterment of our county. We regret this situation we are in, where we are not able to access the chief officer, and we shall await any directives that will come from your end. Chair, before I rest, allow me just to put straight or clarify some two statements made by Honorable Cheboiwa that he alluded that I said, which I don't think were like that. The first one was about my statement that the CEO and the director worked closely. I was referring to the preparation of this particular report that is before us, that we are not able to table, where the chief officer and the director, under my supervision, worked late into the night to prepare this report. That is what I meant, not that they have been working together. Number two is that because of the nature of work, we were not able to pick or call the other sub-county engineers to join us in this forum. Usually, the sub-county engineer, Tiati, Mr. Kipserem, has an office in the headquarters here, and it was easy for him to join us. But like it has been said earlier, when the time comes to summon the entire panel, they will all be present before you, Chair, so that they can contribute to the discussions that we are going to have. Thank you.
Yeah, very well. What is your point of concern?
My point of concern, Mr. Speaker, is that I have heard about a report being prepared and a report being ready somewhere. I'm asking for your indulgence, sit in order that the CEC tables the report to you as you continue with the other deliberations or to make your rulings.
Okay, I think with all due respect, Locales, obviously these people had come with a lot of documentation and they were prepared to face us. And I think the questions that we served to them were also there. And I am aware of a document that was before me this afternoon, which was part of this meeting. But as a matter of procedure, we have decided that we cannot proceed. Meaning, at this stage in time, it is immature to even make a comment on any of the substantive documents that they have. At the right time, they would be able to table it. And at the right time, we will be able to engage. So we are limited by that procedural matter not to start entertaining these reports until such a time that this procedure is determined. Now, let me proceed this way. CC and your team, I will actually release you. I will release you to leave. You will be escorted by the clerk and our sergeant at arms. We will remain with the committee behind. And through our communication channels, you will be communicated our next step. So you will allow us to have a brief session. As you leave, we will get back to you through the official channels of engagement. So kindly clerk and the sergeant at arms, just escort them. And you allow us, the members of the press, to have a in-camera session with the members of the committee so that we can determine the next course of action, and then we'll communicate to you. Yeah.